Hey guys, if you're new to my channel, my name's Lacey Lee Elliott and I'm an RV newbie. Well, maybe I'm not a newbie anymore. I've been in my RV for almost 6 months now. If you've been following my story, I traveled from Vancouver, Canada down to Mazatlan with my dog. I've now got a new dog joining me, a friend, and we are heading from Tres Amigos RV Park outside of Mazatlan all the way to Tucson, Arizona in today's video. I hope you enjoy. Well, this is it. I am pulling in the slide, hitting the road, and heading out. I'll be curious to see how Mago does on this road trip. I'm really sad to be leaving. The Isla has been absolutely beautiful, but I am really excited to have some company on this trip. Kris is camera shy, so you won't be seeing a lot of him. I'm looking forward to having someone help with half the driving and just really having someone to share this adventure with. The only plan on this drive is to really have no plan. We're gonna get up when the sun comes up and stop when it gets dark. I did not keep track of toll booths on the way home, unfortunately. Remember, I did mention though that a lot of them were closed and the farmers were just taking donations without receipts. It was really hard to track those amounts anyway. The problem with having Mago along is we had to take a few extra pee breaks on this trip. We drove about 9 hours today, and as soon as the sun started to go down, we found ourselves a Pemex to boondock and spend the night at. Good morning. I'm getting ready to go day 2 of my drive back home. It was really nice to have somebody to share the drive with. I did last night dry camped, boondocked in a Pemex gas station. I had a really shitty sleep last night. Obviously, I'm right on the highway, you can hear it, and there is a massive tow pay right in front of the RV. And all I could hear last night were these massive trucks coming up to this tow pay and slowing down. Some of them not slowing down before they went over the bump. So I did not have a good sleep, but thankfully, like I said, I have company today, so maybe I can have a nap while Kris is driving. We were on the road nice and early, and within a couple of hours, we passed this massively long lineup of trucks. It was a few minutes before we got to the front of the lineup and realized this was an inspection point. Buses and cars had a separate line, thank God. I cannot imagine how long those poor trucks must have been sitting there and waiting for an inspection. Keep an eye out and follow the signs for RVs, buses, etc. Kris was driving at this point. They flagged us over and asked Kris to get out of the vehicle and unlock the RV. 2 of them went inside with him. They opened up a few drawers, the refrigerator, and had a quick look through the pass-through. I let the dogs out to pee, and we were on our way in 15 minutes. And the final stop before crossing the border is Banjercito. We needed to return the temporary import permit for the trailer and the truck. And this is Banjercito on the way back. These tiny little shacks, I was warned that they were really easy to miss, so I slowed down about 3 kilometers before I got here, and thank God, because I think I would have driven right by it. This is where you return your permits. I had one for the truck and one for the trailer, and I've been told within 24 hours they give you a refund. Okay, that was the last Mexican stop. Now I'm off to the border at Nogales. It's about 35 kilometers, and I will be in the United States, and if all goes well at the border, in Tucson tonight. I'm feeling a little nervous because one of the couples at the RV park made a suggestion, kind of a shortcut, for lack of a better word, for crossing the border. And a lot of these couples have been coming down here for years and years and years, so I trust them, but all of the signs said the United States border crossing was a different direction. Fingers crossed, but I'm gonna have some faith in people that have done this before. Okay, I'm at the border. Thank God for advice from people at the RV park. There's a bunch of cars ahead of us, so we'll just hang out. And I cannot find the piece of paper that this couple wrote this so-called shortcut on for us, and I'm gonna try to find it for you. Basically, where we went, we were able to bypass all the cars and go directly into the RV and bus lane. If you saw the lineup of cars earlier, probably saved us about an hour of wait time. We made it! They took my eggs and ham and potatoes. That was it. And now I'm heading to Tucson. Chilly Tucson. Maybe one possible problem, got through the Mexican-USA border with the RV and the inspection, but didn't give this back. The US guy said just give it to them the next time I come to Mexico. I'm gonna pull over and we're gonna Google and see if that is actually the best thing to do or what some options might be. But other than that, border crossing went off without a hitch. Thank goodness for Google. We found out that once returning to Canada, we will need to contact the Mexican consulate to return the Mexican visitor permit. Within less than an hour of crossing the border, we were back in another massive lineup and really had no idea what was going on. Turns out it was another inspection from US border crossing. They were wandering around with dogs and never stopped us, so we just continued on our way.